Food Court, the movie podcast where Sean
and Michael
watch shit, talk shit, and most importantly, eat shit. We are the law.
And guess what we saw?
What did we see?
You jive turkeys, we saw Thanksgiving, the movie. This ain't no holiday, folks, but you are gonna have a really good time.
Okay.
That's the tagline.
It's a little long, but it works. This ain't no holiday, guys, but you're going to have a good time.
Like a holiday. Like a regular holiday, but it isn't. It still isn't. And
this ain't no holiday, guys, but you're going to have a good time like a regular holiday, but it isn't.
Yeah.
In theaters now. We watched Thanksgiving, directed by Eli Roth.
Yes.
Written by, I think, Eli Roth.
Probably.
Starring, who knows?
A lot of people.
Patrick Dempsey?
Yes, he is in that. Yeah.
And he is the only person who has ever been in a movie before or since. None of these people will ever be in movies after this.
I doubt it.
I take it back. One of the guys, the guy who plays the dad with the mustache.
I've seen him in something.
He's in Hostel, but he's probably in other things as well.
I've seen him before. Have I seen anyone else in this movie? I don't think so. I think they were all... that's the best thing about horror. It's like, who gives a shit? Who are these people? You'll never see them. Like I think about horror movies I've seen in the past. I've literally never seen those people again, unless it's like Scream where they continue.
Yeah,
but
I mean, how many people from Texas Chainsaw Massacre have you seen again?
Just the main lady.
Yeah,
when she came back for the new one.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen... Is it possible that I've never seen anyone ever again from any movie?
Maybe. I mean, I bet that is...
I remember when I watched the first Avengers movie, I was like, psh, last time we're going to hear about those guys.
And boy, were you wrong. Every year for the last 20 years. How long ago did that start? Oh, my goodness.
Tweet at us at Food Court Cast if you know what year... Iron Man came out.
What year is it?
Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it.
Don't do it.
Don't Google it.
What movie is this from? What year is it? The year! 3 guesses.
Is it from The Matrix?
Nope.
Is it from
Older.
The Matrix Reloaded?
Older.
Older than that?
Older than both of those.
Older than both of those. Is it...
kind of...
Is it It's a Wonderful Life?
No.
What is it?
Terminator 1.
It is
Terminator 1.
Starring Michael Biehn. But we didn't watch the Terminator this time, or Terminator 2. We watched Thanksgiving, directed by Eric Roth.
Eric Roth.
Directed by Tim Roth. Directed by Eli Roth. One of the Roths.
Are they all related?
Rothschild. Well, it depends. If you are like an internet conspiracy theory guy, they are.
They are, okay.
And they run the government and they run Hollywood and stuff. But as just like a regular person, I don't think they are.
And he's in Inglourious Bastards?
Yes, he plays the bear Jew.
Yeah, he was good as that.
He's really good.
He should do that more.
He should act more.
What else is he... Did he do something... What was his big thing before this movie?
He did Cabin Fever, which was not very big. He did the Hostel movies, which were probably the biggest things he's ever done.
Yeah.
He did that. Was it a Goosebumps? He did some kind of...
Oh, a Goosebump.
No, he did the house with the clock. He
did that?
The clock with the house in its walls.
I remember seeing that.
House with the clock in its
I can't remember if I liked that or not. I don't know.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
House clock.
What's her name? Kate Blanchett. I was like,
you
Matilda.
Almost said Medea.
Yeah, I was like...
Starring Medea?
Matilda? Like, I was trying to really put it together.
Starring Medea Swinton?
Medea. Oh, and now I would love to see Tilda Swinton in a Medea movie. That would be incredible. I like that, like seeing people who would never be in. Maybe something we could do with AI or something.
Yeah,
because I doubt that'll ever really happen.
I'd like to see Tyler Perry in movies that aren't Medea movies.
Yeah,
like
because he's good.
He's amazing.
Gone Girl. I liked him in that.
But we're not talking about that.
No,
we're talking about Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
directed by Eli Roth. And you know what happens in this movie? You know what else?
A lot of stuff
directed
happens.
Thanksgiving. In Thanksgiving, it's Thanksgiving. And they're having a Black Friday sale, but it's on Thursday. They're having a Black Thursday sale.
Black Thursday.
Which is... Oh, hey! Somebody honked at us.
Yeah, a little
This is one of our truck driver fans. Maybe it's fucking Big Trouble in Little China. Maybe
maybe it's him.
Oh boy.
Jack
Burton.
Jack Burton.
Maybe it's Jack Burton, but it's not because we're talking about Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. There's a Black Thursday sale, and people get crushed and killed.
Real bad.
Gina Gershon's in it.
Gina Gershon.
I love Gina Gershon. She is in Bound, which is the first film of the Wachowskis,
which
who directed The Matrix, which isn't the movie we watched.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. She gets hit in the head with a shopping cart.
Yeah.
And then a hunk of her hair gets caught in one of the wheels of the shopping cart, and it slowly tears the skin and hair out of her
fucked up.
head.
I was like, ooh.
It's fucking insane.
Luckily, she was dead at that point, but
I think so.
Or something.
Those are her final moments, is getting the skin and hair torn out of her head.
That's wild.
And you know what? It's next year. And people are dying.
Oh yeah, one by one, baby.
It's people who were yell. It's mostly the people who are yelling the most. I don't entirely know what the purpose of each death is.
They're just angry.
Yeah,
bad people.
It's people who are who trampled other people.
Yeah, or mean.
But it's weird. Well, who knows? It doesn't matter. And they're getting killed. They're getting killed by a masked man.
The Mask of John Carver?
John Carver.
The original Pilgrim?
He runs Plymouth?
Yeah, he was the guy who ran Plymouth.
He was one of the main Plymouth guys.
It sounds familiar.
It does, doesn't it? You may notice that Carver is related to carving, which is what he does to people. He carves them up.
That's amazing.
And John Carver, the man in the mask, does a bunch of kills. We've got our group of high schoolers. We've got a few different assholes who are in the store.
Yeah.
And they're all dying slowly.
Oof, real bad.
One by one, they're getting killed in horrible ways.
It's crazy.
And in the end, spoiler alert, we find out who the killer is. But I won't tell you that yet. Until later. I'll say spoiler alert a second time. But what's the best part of this movie? The beef lamb gyro.
The beef lamb gyro of this picture, for me,
tell me,
has to do with the deaths.
Yeah.
They're all pretty fun and creative.
So good.
And really nice. But one of my all-time favorites comes out of nowhere.
All-time favorites?
In this movie.
In this movie or ever?
Maybe ever, but in this movie for sure. They're in a Thanksgiving Day parade. And oddly, spoiler alert, there is a scary clown walking
is a
around.
Scary clown.
And there was even a point where you were like, why is there a
scary clown? Well,
and then you find out it's because that's the killer. And he just straight up slices this guy in a turkey mascot's head clean off, which is incredible aim. To be able to slice through the mask and end and clear the head is incredible. But that's not the death I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Immediately
that is
after
a really good one, though.
It's very good. Immediately after this, there's this pilgrim dad driving the truck, and he slams on the brakes.
Yeah.
And his two kids are with him, and he's dragging this boat float.
Yeah.
And the what do you call that?
The mast?
The mast, maybe?
Yeah.
It flies through the car and goes straight through his face, and you're just like, oh my God.
And there's blood streaming out.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this, you see his entire nose.
Oh, it's bad.
Hanging off the side.
Oof.
And there's just blood pouring out of it. And his children are screaming and they're getting splattered with blood.
Oh, God.
It's just awesome.
It's brutal, but it's fun. I would say all the deaths are brutal, but still fun. They don't cross over into oh, I can't. This is too much. It's just fun.
They're all so over the top
that
you get grossed out for a little while, and then it's crazy, and you have fun again, and then you roast out a little while. There's a spoiler alert: a woman who gets cooked inside of an oven, and then
that was crazy.
Then trussed up like she's a turkey, and then John Carver slices off a piece of her leg.
Oh, it was bad.
It's just really fucked up.
And inside is just like turkey.
Yeah,
it's like ooh.
We're essentially just turkey.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. It's like,
hey. If you're listening or watching, tweet at us. Mm-hmm. Are we made of turkey?
Are we made of turkey?
Are humans made out of turkey? That's our question of the day. That's our question of the week. Are humans made out of turkey?
Are humans made out of turkey?
Up in this next segment, we call Are Humans Made Out of Turkey? We ask it every week. We're speaking to experts in the field. With us tonight, we have an expert on turkey. This is Turkey Turkerson.
Turkey Patrick.
Patrick Turkey Turkerson. His first name is Patrick.
From Edinburgh.
His nickname is Turkey.
Yes, that is.
But his last name is Turkerson.
I don't know what voice this is.
Tell me more.
I was trying to find some sort of voice to sound smart, but I couldn't really find one.
You picked like the one dumb British voice.
Yeah.
Oi,
Or do you believe that we are made of turkey?
I think that I went up the chimney and I broke me turkey leg. So you may think that's the best part of the movie.
I love it.
But you know what the actual best part of the movie is?
Yeah, what's your beef blame there, bro? I mean, turkey. Let's do a turkey leg gyro.
What is my turkey leg gyro?
Sandwich
for this month of turkey.
Month of turkey. I wish it wasn't called Thanksgiving. It's just called Month of Turkey.
Month of turkey.
That would be incredible.
There's a lot of things that I like about this movie. I like the murders.
Oh, so good.
I really like the outfit.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's very simple. He's got like a mask. There's even one scene where he melts the mask a little bit just to look cool.
That was
and
fun.
He's got his hat. There's many people getting killed in many different ways, which is lovely.
Yeah, this is nice. But the best part.
But what is the best?
It's hard to pick sometimes.
It's hard to pick sometimes. I think this is a very simple one, but it really spoke to me.
Okay.
Most of the kids are pretty generic kids. They're like pretty generic kids in movies. Like there's football dudes and there's hot babes.
Yeah.
And those are the characters.
That's it.
There's like a hot babe and do you know the difference between them because like one is the main character?
Yeah.
And you go, oh, okay, that hot babe is the main character, and this hot dude is her boyfriend, and this hot dude is her ex-boyfriend. And you're like, okay, I can remember this because the ex-boyfriend is Hispanic or something, and he's got really curly hair, and the current boyfriend is white.
Very white.
Thank goodness. Just kidding. Of course, I was kidding.
Furious the whole time. I was like, "Oh, okay, she leaves him for
yeah, of course,
typical."
She leaves him just because he disappears.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice. I love too when he comes back. He's like, "I blamed you for the whole thing." Like he's just like, he lays it out. I was like,
comes
"Damn."
out and says it.
Dang.
But
open
in the latter stages of the movie, they're all around a table. Which is quite lovely.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And they've got all the trimmings. The ladies all trussed up like a turkey.
That was nice.
And the one like the most asshole kid. He gets his head put on the table. Oof. And then they get one of those tenderizer mallet things. Yeah. Oh. And he just smashes them real good.
That's crazy.
That was good. I most liked the ones that were specifically Thanksgiving-y.
Yeah, they're fun.
Like when they are specifically I take it back.
Oh.
I just thought of the best part. That's one of the great parts.
That is a good part.
All the Thanksgiving-related murders are good.
Yes.
One girl gets the corn cob holders jammed in her ear holes, which is horrible.
Poor Yulia.
But the very best part of this movie, they're Before she leaves, main character babe.
Yes.
Turns on some flammable liquid, flammable gas.
Yeah,
I guess
gas.
But it's for some reason filling up a turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea why.
Why is it connected?
I don't know why you would connect flammable gas to a big Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, don't they use helium for that?
I think so, and I don't think I think helium is used because it's one of the things that doesn't
won't just blow up.
But this is a crazy town, and sometimes they inject flammable gas into a huge turkey.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But there's the flammable turkey is slowly inflating.
Yes.
And spoiler alert for real this time.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
Patrick Dempsey, who is the bad guy,
and the sheriff,
is wandering up. He's getting ready to kill, and our main character babe is. Earlier we learned that she knows how to work a musket.
Yeah.
That's one of the parts of her backstory.
Yeah, she says it twice.
Yeah.
It's like,
she's like, oh, yeah, one time my dad made me learn how to fire a musket.
It's so weird.
Both times you hear it, you go, well,
okay.
She's definitely going to shoot a musket later.
Yeah, it's so
and
I love it.
Maybe even more confusingly, there's a musket in the back of his truck.
Yeah, for some reason.
But luckily, I didn't care one bit.
No, it's just like, all right.
And she's putting the gunpowder in there. She's trying to put the balls in there.
Yes, you got to put the balls in.
But she spills them. And the whole time, this whole movie, she's been looking at her little charm bracelet that has her mother's little heart on it. Mm-hmm. And in most movies, this is simply a thing where it's like they show you, hey, this is a girl who misses her mom.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. And that is sort of the point.
Yeah.
But they don't really go that far into it. What the real point is, she gets the bracelet, she pulls it off, she puts it into the musket, and then she blasts it into the huge turkey, which explodes.
It blows up and blows Patrick Dempsey away.
And the way Roth plays the turkey is really, really funny.
Yeah.
Like it keeps growing into shots. Like the head of the turkey keeps slowly moving into shots, and it's really, really funny.
Very goofy.
And I loved it.
Yeah, it was fun. I thought that was great.
In general, I just had so much fucking fun.
Yeah, it's just a fun time.
It's so yucky. And also it's like, this is one of the things we love slasher movies for, is ingenious kills.
Yeah, I like it.
And this had some really fun ones.
Very creative.
Just the one little bit where he, it's in the trailer actually, but he dunks a woman's head in water.
Yeah.
And then he smashes her face against the door of a freezer. And her face is sticking.
It's like, ooh.
And then she's so scared, she starts to peel it off.
Yeah, she's just like ripping it off.
Our good friend John Burr, who you may have seen on the show at some point, he was with us.
Yes.
And he mentioned how this was sort of the greatest hits of slashers.
Absolutely.
It's like a lot. It's like a 7%, maybe 12% Scream, but the rest is just a grab bag of other slasher tropes, but but really all stitched together in a really nice quilt.
Yes, that you wear at Thanksgiving.
Yes,
to warm yourself up because it's getting cold out there. Folks.
You're like Lily Burkhart.
I'm exactly like her.
In some ways,
in some ways, in other ways not.
Other ways not. There are murders in this, and there are murders in that. Mm-hmm. These are more fun, though.
Yeah, this is about 10 times less sad and 10 times less long.
Yeah. So, and I would say, with all due respect to Mr. Scorsese, a lot more fun.
Yeah, you can't really...
It's rare during Killers of the Flower Moon where I was like, yippee!
Yay! Woo, this is awesome.
Almost the whole time I was like,
yeah.
I'm having so much fun!
It was a blast. It was a riot. Everyone in the theater was just like, oh, what?
We were hooting.
Couldn't believe it.
I was hooting. I was hollering. I was going whoop.
Yeah.
I was making so many different noises.
John turned to me. He said, "This is like a fantasy." I was like, "He said this
is like a fantasy."
Yeah, he's in.
I mean, it did feel like a fantasy.
Like maybe his fantasy. He was living out. He was finally seeing what he had wanted to see his whole life.
Yeah.
And I agreed. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was such a joy. Even you said it. This is what Eli Roth should have been doing the whole time.
He should have been doing this. I will not talk about Hustle yet because it is my panda. But I watched it recently, and I was like, okay, he should just make movies like this.
Yeah, just do that.
He made this movie called, sorry, Eli. He made this movie called The Green Inferno. That's like a cannibal
I saw
movie.
That one.
Really, just not very good. Sadly.
I thought it was going to be really good.
Yeah, I was like, I love cannibals, and it was not.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out.
But this movie is, I think, the perfect thing for him.
Yeah.
It's like not trying to be too smart. It's not trying to be too meta.
Exactly.
It's not trying to be like a great whodunit. It's just trying to be like, oh, it is a just regular whodunit.
Yes.
It's not trying to be some kind of next level like, oh wait, this person didn't do it. It's just like slowly getting rid of different suspects, different people you think, and in the end, it's the guy you kind of expected it to be.
Yeah, because you can.
But
yeah, you can piece it together. He shoots a gun at the beginning because he sees the dead lady, and you're like, that's not good. But there are a lot of what do you call them, red herrings?
Yes.
Throughout, they're like, oh, it could be
tons
him.
of red herrings.
Especially, there's the one guy who's the husband of the lady that dies, and they don't show him very much throughout the movie, and you're like, what is he up to? But
he's just sad.
Yeah,
he's just sad that his wife died.
He wants to protest, but still a good dude.
He's just sad that his wife died.
And the cop just deep down was bad because I guess he was sleeping with that lady because they had a baby.
Hey,
inside.
Oh yeah.
There. Yeah.
It does make the first death a little more sad.
Yeah.
Because
it's really
not only was she just one lady getting hit in the head with a shopping cart and then having the hair torn from her head, she also was a pregnant lady getting hit in the head with a shopping cart. That
always makes it worse. Whoa, which is another connection to Killers of the Flower Moon.
Ooh,
there's a reveal that someone who
dies
dies was pregnant. That's crazy. It's all connected.
And it's also like putting stuffing in a turkey.
It is.
Except the stuffing is a baby and Gina Gershon is the turkey.
Yes. And no, I was worried that when they cooked that lady that there was going to be stuffing in her butt. I
thought
oh God.
For sure there's going to be stuffing in her.
Don't do it.
Which, hey, save that for Thanksgiving too.
Yeah.
Which I hope to God they make Thanksgiving too.
They have to.
Make it.
Thanksgiving too.
Start making it now.
Yeah.
It's the first one's great.
I honestly think they should keep the burned mask. That was the coolest.
Oh, the burned mask was cool.
Like, ooh.
Also, this time, spoiler alert, Patrick Dempsey has been burned alive.
Yeah.
So he'll need a mask this time.
Yeah.
To cover up his horrible burned flesh.
It's necessary now.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to just because he's burned, but he has to because he's a villain and he's burned.
Yes, that's what
If you're just like a regular person and you're burned, it's maybe tragic, but you don't have to, you and I at least are becoming nicer, so we won't say any mean stuff. Society in general is evil, so they may not be mean. But
yeah, when you do look at this movie and you go, man, I am very glad I don't line up at Black Friday and like scream and do all this crazy. It's so nice. You go, maybe I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of the opening of Krampus.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just a lot more extreme.
Yeah.
And I think I enjoyed this more than that one.
It does have like kind of Gremlins, Krampus, kind of like bad boy holiday movie.
Yeah, bad boys.
Bad boys.
They're back, baby.
What else is the best part of this movie?
I love there's a cheerleader on a trampoline.
Oh my God.
Where her she's like, watch this, baby, and she's like stripping and like jumping up and down on this trampoline that she really set up. There's like spotlights and all this stuff. And he's watching from the stage and he instantly gets his neck snapped, which is just
all the way around.
Completely around.
And it's all the way around. But it just stays upright,
yeah.
which is even more creepy. He's got the big bent neck and his eyes are bleeding.
Yeah, there's a great shot of her like pulling her underwear down, and behind is just like it's like he's facing forward, but his neck is backwards. It's like really,
awesome.
Yeah. I was like, that is pretty good. But then it's not over after he dies. She lands on a knife after jumping up, and she's like, ah! And as she lands, he just keeps stabbing through it's fucked up. I was like, oh my gosh.
And then she gets put in a goddamn fridge.
Yeah, and he drains her blood. And this lady finds her at one point, and she's like, okay, I gotta go. And she puts her back in. Yeah, just closes her back in.
There's also when he gets a little blood out of her neck and puts it into a wine glass, he says, you might want to let that breathe.
Yeah, that's a great line. I also love that he has like a little microphone and he's like doing a live stream. And there's a fun little twist where the SWAT team.
Oh, that's really good.
They found the stream, but the stream has been streaming a screen of the stream.
The stream has been The stream has been streaming a screen of
the stream has been Oh man, that's hard. The stream has been screaming. Oh, I can't do it.
The stream has been streaming a stream of the screen? A screen of the stream?
Yeah.
Yes, the stream has been streaming a screen of the stream.
The screen has been the screen has been streaming a screen.
I think it's two streams and a screen of the stream.
The stream has been streaming a screen of the stream.
Beautiful.
Whew, that was hard.
You heard it first here on Food Court Movie Podcast. Tweet at us if you can say this phrase. The stream was streaming a screen of the stream.
The stream was streaming a screen of the screen. Did I say that right? No.
I don't know if either of us did.
Who gives a hell?
But it can all be good.
But it can because...
Tell me more.
No, I think that's about it. I really like the clown. That was fun.
The clown is awesome.
It's fun little
This
trick.
is the thing I loved about the clown. Mm-hmm. The moment I saw it, I went, why the fuck is the clown there? But I'm dumb, and I didn't think about the fact that they're looking for the guy with the mask.
Yeah, it's really smart.
Everybody, it's like almost the V for Vendetta mask, but not exactly.
Yeah, a little off.
And so everybody who has one, they're like stopping them and taking the mask off. And they're not looking for just an insanely out of place clown.
It's really
it's nice. A scary clown. And he cuts off a head. It's really good.
It's something else.
Let me ask you something, spur of the moment. Can you handle this?
Oh.
Best horror movie of 2023?
I think so.
Or...
I'm trying to think what else came out this year.
Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, I did have fun with that one. I thought it was fun. I've heard a lot of people talk shit about it, but I liked it. That was fun.
Who was talking shit about what?
I heard some people being like, it's such a bad movie. I was like, I thought it was fun.
Which movie?
Evil Dead Rise.
No, Evil Dead Rise
it's just a fun time. It's not as crazy as the other one, but it's fun.
It's a really good movie.
Anyway, I can see why some people don't like it. I guess, but I just had fun with it. I don't know.
You know what? The people who don't like it are transphobic. I said it. Yeah, I said it. I don't know if I mean it, but I did say it.
Yeah, I have to say...
I just want to hurt people's feelings. That's mostly what I want.
Deep down.
I want people to be like, wait, I'm not
I didn't want to hurt anybody.
No, I'm a good person. I just didn't like Evil Dead Rise. That doesn't make me change my way. And you know what? I beg to differ.
I was going to say I'm very forgiving with horror, especially because it's just a fun time.
Very forgiving with
It's
horror.
Not like trying to be anything crazy. It's just like, we're just having fun. And
what if we just had fun?
Yeah, it's like it goes back to like making movies at home or something. Horror is almost like the first thing anyone goes to because it's like, oh, this is fun. We're getting chased. It's just a fun time.
Exactly.
And there was one more death I wanted to bring up.
Bring it.
It's after Yulia gets stabbed with corn holders or whatever the fuck they're called. Right in her ears. And there's a lot of good bits where she keeps putting in contacts, and you're like, oh god, she's gonna get like slammed
in the eye
or something. But then she opens this door, sliding door, and he's right there, and she doesn't even see him, and she walks past. It was a really nice bit. I was like, oh.
It's a really good bit.
And so after he slams him, he has her held up with a knife, and her boyfriend's like, got a gun, and he's like, I'll shoot you. And then what the killer does.
Yeah.
He turns on a table saw and throws her on top of it. Her hand gets cut up, her body gets cut. You're just like, oh. And then there was like it felt almost like the most realistic part. The boyfriend's just like holding her dead body. He's like, what do I do? Like, yeah, it was just like, you probably would just be like, and the other lady's just like, I don't know.
Nothing. She's fucking dead, dummy.
It's crazy.
All of her guts are out. What do you think? Her guts are everywhere, dude.
You've heard of Oliver Twist? Well, this is all of her guts.
All of her guts are out. The name's Guts are out.
Guts are out.
All of her guts are out. The name's Giving. Thanks.
Giving.
T.
Hanks. Giving.
Ooh, Tom Hanks Giving.
I've always thought T. Hanks. You should go by Thanks.
Tom Hanks Giving.
Tom Hanks Giving.
If you're listening, Tom Hanks, and I know you are, if you're listening, Tom Hanks, you make us hard.
Yeah, you make us hard.
Tom Hanks. Tweet at us at Food Courtcast if Tom Hanks
has ever
gets you sexually aroused. And tell us which movie. Or if you just been like following him around looking at him.
Man.
Don't do that, obviously. It would be not nice.
No.
But if you do, please send us those pictures.
Yeah, show us.
We want to see what makes you horny.
Yeah, what makes you horny.
Slowly the show transfers and transitions into a What Makes You Horny show.
That would be awesome. I'd watch that. What makes you horny? And the whole show we're being masturbated by fleshlights, so we're like, I thought it was a good movie.
My favorite part of Shoah, the documentary about the Holocaust.
I really didn't like the part where they were.
I didn't really like the part about the Holocaust.
Yeah, it's like, ooh,
it's depressing.
This is not good. I don't like
it. It's depressing.
Why'd they do that? I didn't like that. I don't like that.
That's my review of Schindler's List. It's depressing.
It's too sad for me.
It's depressing.
I have met someone once who was like, yeah, I don't like movies with sad endings. I was like, at all? Just none of them? There's some really good movies with sad endings.
Yeah. Anyway. I don't always want to watch a movie with sad endings, but most of the time I do. But it can't all be good.
No, it can't.
We have to hate on this movie.
Yeah, we're about to throw down on Thanksgiving.
We have to drop a bomb on this baby.
Blow it up.
We have to carve it up.
Carve it up like that turkey woman.
For the lo mein.
Lo mein.
Turkey lo mein.
Turkey lo
mein.
I wonder if that would be good. I can't
It'd be
tell.
Great. It'd be great.
It's weird because, like, some meats you don't associate. Like, I don't associate turkey with Chinese food.
No.
But it would be interesting because it is similar to, like,
turkey meat.
It's like in the middle of chicken and duck.
Yeah.
So in duck, there's Peking duck. Surely you could do
Duck's
a Peking
great.
turkey.
Chicken's great.
Chicken's great. Turkey's good.
If you are, it doesn't matter if you're Chinese, if you've just made Chinese food with turkey, or I think it would be less uncomfortable if you were Chinese. Just tell us if you've made Chinese food with turkey.
Yeah, let us know and
tweet at us.
Yeah, tweet at us.
Hit in the comments.
Yeah, get in the comments, folks.
Drop on in the comments.
Hit that like button.
Right
Smash that
here.
like button.
Wait, the like button is here. No, the subscribe is here.
Likes over there.
Do the thumbs up. Even if I think the thumbs down is bad.
Yeah, don't do the thumbs down.
Now you can put a comment that says like "fuck you pieces of shit, I fucking hate you," but don't do a thumbs down.
Tell me you haven't played the games without playing the games.
Actually, you probably don't know that Thanksgiving is a holiday that started in America. That's the comment we want to hear.
Yeah, please tell us. There is one more good part.
There's one more good part.
Where this kid is giving a report on how he'll never be celebrating Thanksgiving again. And all these ladies are like, oh, this is so beautiful. And he like lifts up his shirt and he's like ripped. It's so funny.
Beautiful abs.
Hilarious.
It's so good.
And even when he leaves the class, he's like crying with these two hot ladies.
Two hot ladies are rubbing him.
It's amazing.
I mean, that's good stuff.
I love it. I mean, but the hotties really get it in this movie, and I was glad about that.
I think also it's moments like those, if they were multiplied,
like
if there was more of that and it went like further into like this is some version of Not Another Teen Movie or something like that, it would be too much.
Too much.
But there's like nice little sprinkles of that kind of stuff.
I like that. It was such a refreshing thing because so many movies these days, they just keep reeling out. You're like, all right, chill.
Yeah.
Like enough with the same bit like every 2 freaking seconds.
What if a movie had jokes that are funny?
Yeah.
And they were spread out so it isn't just bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, funny joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke.
Yeah.
Bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke. Mildly humorous joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke. I wish.
Okay, Joyride. Let's get it together.
Okay, pretty much every studio comedy.
Yeah. Comedies are. Oh my gosh, there was a trailer that was horrifically rough for me to watch. I don't even remember the name, but it's like the white lady and the white guy have to pretend they like each other. It was so bad. I was like, what is this from the early 2000s?
Really weird.
Really
and
weird.
Honestly, the idea of an R-rated comedy sounds great.
Yeah, I love it.
But this movie is like handsome man, titty lady.
And there's nothing worse than a handsome guy trying to be funny and just not being funny at all. And you're just like,
it's
can
really
you just
weird.
Stop?
Just be in Top Gun. He's good in Top Gun.
There you go.
Be that guy in Top
Just
Gun.
be him.
And he's like, actually, I don't have a small dick. I have a big dick.
Yeah, it's definitely big.
It's really big. And she's like, oh, it's so great.
Yeah, her acting is wild in that trailer. I was is she alive? Like,
it was sort of, maybe it's a parody?
Maybe? I don't know.
Is the whole movie parody? He's like, I'm really strong. Yeah. Well, the thing about it is I got big ol' hefty chogs. Yeah. I got big fucking muscles.
Yeah, my muscles have to be big enough to lift your big old tits.
Yeah, my cock is 17 feet long. I can scratch my back with it. Actually, I could shave my back with it. I put a shaver in the pee hole and I shave my back with my penis.
Elephant trunk.
Yeah.
Grabbing onto it.
Sorry, I do it for the camera. That was bad. Was that the worst part of the movie?
Yeah, that was
trailer.
The worst part. I was like, what am I watching here, folks?
This is not in movie, but the worst part for me is that Regal has gone fucking insane.
Oh.
The trailers start. The trailers used to start at showtime.
Yes, that's how it should be.
That's how it's been for all of history.
Yes.
And now they start like 5 or more minutes after showtime.
Psycho. It's psycho.
And there's still the same amount of trailers. It's not like there's 10 minutes of trailers. There's still like the 15 or 20 minutes worth of trailers. And by the time the movie starts, it's like 30 minutes after showtime.
It's psycho. It's like, what? That's what happened with Killers of the Flower Moon. They started the 20-minute pre-show at 10 minutes past when it was supposed to even start the movie. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then 20 trailers. I was like, this sucks.
That's the worst part for me.
Yeah.
Thank God this movie was like 90 minutes or else it'd be midnight now.
It was the perfect link. But there was a part in the movie that
What was the worst?
Okay, so I like all the deaths. There's one that was borderline and I was worried because it was the first big death, and I was like, oh no, I'm a little bit nervous because it was fun, but it was like so over the top, like impossible.
Oh, I know
was
the one
like,
you're talking about.
I hope they're not all this insanely impossible, and they weren't. They got more realistic, I feel, as it went on, but so the first lady, I liked her getting slammed against the ice thing and like really freezing. Good. And I even like she's very like yucky. She gets away from him and she's looking for her keys and then he's in her car. That's a great bit. But then how she dies is she jumps in a trash can and he hits the trash can and the lid somehow slices her body in half. It just doesn't make any sense. Like there's no
sense at all
logic. Like I would much rather like him just smash her body.
Yeah.
That would have made sense. And then they could have still done the half of the body on top of the sign.
Yeah.
But it was just like looked dumb and just didn't really make any sense.
It was very weird.
It was one of those like very CG like I didn't like that one, but I did like the guy who gets his head cut off and his cat the dude feeds his cat. I was like, this is because I was so worried they were gonna kill the cat. I was like, don't kill the cat.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I love about this movie is that for the most part, there aren't, at least for a while, there aren't any bystanders. For like the people who weren't involved.
Yeah.
He just shoots them with a dart. Or, like, hits him over the head or something like that.
Yeah.
It's only the people who are actually involved in the thing that get killed.
Yeah, that was nice.
Later on, it kind of falls apart.
Yeah.
But for most of the movie, it's just like, if you weren't one of the bad people, then you don't get punished.
Yeah.
Which is good.
That is a nice way to do it.
What a nice guy.
It's like Michael Myers. He sees that baby in the crib and he goes, he didn't do anything to me.
Yeah.
Everyone else didn't really do anything to him, but he's just going to kill him anyway. Yeah. He's a nut, but he cares about the babies.
You know what the worst part of this movie is?
Well, yeah, but I don't know what yours is.
For me, and luckily these were kind of mercifully few and far between. It's when people are talking. When people are talking.
Yeah.
Like when the characters, there's like moments when they're just talking to each other.
Yeah.
And it's just not that great.
That's like the Achilles heel of most horror movies.
My tummy made a noise. Sorry.
In between writing, you're always like.
Now, it's hard to tell in this movie whether it was intentionally kind of bad or was kind of bad. But it's also one of those things where it's like these characters are playing dumb assholes.
Yeah.
So maybe they talk like that because they're dumb assholes.
True. Yeah,
but it's a lot of like, hey,
yeah, it's like
oh yeah.
It's very bizarre.
The characters are not, even though I kind of loved all of them, they are not very fully realized.
No, not at all.
I mean, it's like, football dude, and like, I'm black football dude.
Yeah.
He's like a little more serious, but like not really that much more serious. And I'm hot lady.
Yeah, I'm hot lady one.
And me, I'm hot lady two.
Yeah.
Me, I'm main character. Me, I'm baseball guy.
Baseball guy.
Me, I'm boyfriend guy.
Yeah, boyfriend
Me,
guy.
I'm dad. My character is mustache.
Yeah.
Me, I'm mom.
I'm mom.
I'm stepmom.
Stepmom.
My character is I got a bunch of people killed because I wanted to have a sale.
Yeah, more money, baby.
I mean, I get it.
That was the line that was so bad. It's like the really dumb jock guy who's just like the worst.
He is
where he's
the
like
worst.
standing up filming everyone like dying.
Yes.
And then they're like sitting in this room together and he's like, if we don't find him, we're going to be 50% off. And I was like, that doesn't even really work. It just was like weird. It was just like,
no. It's weird.
Bad.
It's the first bit where they do the 50% off is good.
Yeah, it makes
and it's
sense.
Also they do it subtly because like they show the bottom half of this woman is perched on the top of a star at the right mark, and in the Instagram post it says 50% off sale,
fine.
which is. It's not like full screen 50% off sale. It's just like very cute. And then when he says it, it's kind of like
even the characters in the scene, it just like doesn't work. Like it doesn't even land. They're just all just like kind of blankly
They're
staring.
like, wait.
And there's a long silence after he says it. You're like, all right. It's just weird. I don't know. But I don't know. I like
those are really the only things I didn't like.
Yeah.
But they did fill up not a lot of time, but a certain amount of time.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, there's just some moments, and in a movie that goes this fast, like slow moments are, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Or a minute and a half, where you're like, okay, I get it. Let's just go to the stuff that is scary.
Exactly. Yeah, let's move on.
I also liked that, not a lot, but sometimes this was scary.
Yeah, it did get me a couple times. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was definitely spooked a few times. There were a few good bits. And in a movie like this, that is like so over the top, so silly, it's usually not scary.
No, yeah.
It's usually not scary at all. You're just having a fun time and
yeah,
people getting killed.
That's really my favorite though. I just prefer that. Like
Really?
it's a little mildly scary, but we're just mostly having fun.
I love to get super scared and have a fun time
if possible.
And I like to be so scared that I start to tear small pieces of my flesh off. That's how scared I like to be.
Yeah, okay, cool,
I just
man.
like to peel like some of my skin off of the bone. And then get into the meat of the
see
muscle.
What's going on in there.
And like kind of root around with my fingers.
This is scary. Blood everywhere.
Oh, look how gross that is.
There was a scare that y'all missed while you were in the bathroom. That did get me. I was sitting there like, uh-oh. It was the jock guy who gets his head smashed and his girlfriend. Oh. Wait, I guess that is his girlfriend. And they're walking down, and then suddenly the John Carver pops up out of nowhere and like chloroforms them.
Yeah,
and which that's a little odd because like how did he chloroform both? But it did scare me.
Fast.
I was like, whoa!
Sounds like I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, you gotta see it. Just go and halfway through and.
This is the kind of movie that I will definitely 100% recommend to people.
Yeah, it's just fun.
It's a good movie for people who are not super duper disgusting horror hounds like me. Like, you know, I hear about a movie where like someone's fishing brains out of a child's head. I'm like, that sounds awesome. But for like your average human who doesn't want to see that, this is the perfect movie. It's like super
fun.
Gross, but it's so over the top that you kind of go,
yeah, we're just having a good time.
Just a ton of fun.
Yeah, I think it was a good time, and I had a blast with it.
And perhaps one of the finest horror movies of 2023.
I think so. I can't even think of any others right now, but I think so.
It's one of the finest.
One of them.
It's definitely one of the top 10 best horror movies.
How good could the others be? I can't even remember them.
You know, I forget a lot of really good movies.
That's
and
true.
And then I look back over the list and I go, oh, yeah!
Right.
That movie fucking rules!
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that movie fucking rules! Oh, yeah, I forgot that movie rules! But we can't only talk about Thanksgiving.
No.
We also have to talk about the other movies we watched this week, which brings us to Panda Express presents Express Yourself about the movies you watched this week. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bing bing ding 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 bing bing ding 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 ding. It's time for the Panda Express. Boop boop, because we got some things to express. Dunk dunk about the things we watched. Boop boop this week. Ding 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 dong, ding ding dong, ding ding dong.
Beautiful.
It's a new little addition I added.
Beautiful. That's a remix.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Express.
Did you watch anything this week?
I did watch a movie just last night.
What was it?
I watched Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Is that the one where he's a wolf?
Yep, that's the one where he's a wolf. That's my favorite one. And it's great. Albeit, I forgot how long it is. It's actually quite long.
All of those movies are long.
But this one's really wild because you think you're at the end, and then they're like, oh, but we're going back in time and redoing
Oh,
the
yes,
movie.
that's
And
true,
you're like, oh,
they
okay. I was like, because I was getting kind of sleepy, and I went, oh, right, we have 40 minutes left. Yeah, welcome back. But I love that one, and it was great. Everyone did great in it, and I loved it.
You know what? I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you.
I watched
What'd you watch?
Movies this week.
Oh.
What did I watch this week? Oh, I know what I watched.
Uh-oh.
I've recommended this movie like 100 times on the show, but it's still not famous.
Come on, guys.
So
and ladies
I
and
need
ladies.
to re-recommend it to the ladies, the gentlemen, the folks with an X, anyone in between or under or above, whoever you are. I want you to watch Siege.
Ooh.
It's a Canadian kind of thriller horror movie from 1981.
Okay.
And essentially what happens is there's some violence.
Oh.
at a gay bar.
Oh, right.
So it remains a movie that speaks to our times.
Yep.
And one of the patrons runs. And the gang who is in the gay bar doing violence follows him. Because of course, they don't want him to get away because he's going to tell the cops or whatever.
Yeah.
And he flees and just runs up to a random apartment, and they let him inside. And the rest of the movie is a siege.
Oh, my gosh.
So they're, like, trying to get in.
Jeez.
And it's just so thrilling.
That's scary.
It's the whole time is just, like, really, really intense action.
Yeah, I've not
The whole
seen
time
this.
you're like, oh, my goodness, I'm freaking out. This is insane.
Uh-oh.
And it's a movie that I had never heard of.
Oh, yeah, I've never heard of it.
Just basically, it was on Shudder, like, maybe a year and a half ago.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, that's a weird poster. I'm going to turn that on.
Yeah, let's see.
And it was fucking amazing.
Dang.
It's like now, like one of my favorite movies.
Really?
It's just
Dang,
so
that's
awesome.
cool.
But
Awesome.
it is for fans of kind of like survival horror, of home invasion horror. Like if you like Assault on Precinct 13, this is right in that area.
Interesting.
And it's like there's like hints of kind of that Home Alone energy.
Yeah.
Where they're not exactly making crazy booby traps, but they are making like a few different booby traps, and they have like limited resources, but they're making the best use of those resources. It's just really cool.
That sounds
shit.
intense.
And it's so good. So I ask you these two things during your Thanksgiving week. One, watch Siege.
Yes.
But more importantly, slightly less importantly, check out the poster for the American release, which it was released under the name Self-Defense.
Whoa, okay,
and
all
the
right.
poster is dog shit. It looks like a totally different movie.
I hate when that happens.
There's people now. It's obviously great because I love the movie and the poster is stupid, so I don't care, but I still love it. But there's like a lady wearing like a sweater vest, and there's like a kind of generic man-looking guy, and they have guns. None of the characters in the movie are dressed like this.
I love it.
No, all of them are dressed kind of like regular folks. There's like one dude who's kind of like a punk.
Yeah.
But other than that, none of them have a sweater vest on.
That's so weird.
The poster is insane. Check it out.
It's so weird when
Watch
they change
Siege,
that.
which is, in my opinion, just a great, great movie.
Yeah.
And also, like, a fun... It's just nice for, like, the nerds like me to have a movie to recommend to people that they haven't heard of before.
I love that, yeah.
And then you go, oh, yeah, you like movies? Well, have you ever heard of Siege?
Yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, it's a Canadian movie. You probably haven't fucking heard of it. And then, once you've watched this, you can do the same thing to your friends. And they'll be like, what the fuck is that?
What's Siege? You mean self-defense? And you're like,
yes,
no,
of course,
I mean,
self-defense, you fucking idiot.
Well, Siege's greetings, and I want to thank everyone for...
I want to give thanks to you, Michael.
Thank you.
For all that you do. Ink.
Ow, my eye.
Blink.
He poked my bloody eye out.
Poked me bloody eye out. I want to give thanks for all of you wonderful listeners. Share.
This.
Like. Subscribe. Tweet at us. Heart us on Instagram.
Heart us.
Put us in your Instagram stories.
That's really helpful.
I
Cupid.
think the most important is commenting on the YouTube.
Yeah, commenting on the
all that
YouTube.
matters, really.
Go on our shorts. We have tons of shorts. Like them. Share them. I've heard pressing the share button and copying the link helps.
Do that. Share it.
You don't have to paste it anywhere. Just
copy it and paste it.
Save it to your favorites on Instagram.
Just do all of those
and
things
follow
at once.
the Instagram. What are we doing here,
Just
folks?
do everything and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Oh, I hope it's the best time.
Eat
your heart out.
Around, not literally. Not literally. But around these times, these holidays, sometimes we get sad.
Oh, yeah.
And what we need in our lives is movies.
That's true.
Watch a movie like Thanksgiving.
Napoleon.
Watch a movie like Napoleon.
Go see Napoleon.
Watch The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Watch Siege.
Watch Siege. And, just hang out with some friends.
That's all you got to do.
Hang out with your family if you like your family. And just try to give thanks. Because it's hard.
Give thanks.
Sometimes it's hard to give thanks.
Give thanks.
On behalf of Michael Hampton, I'm Sean Parrott saying to you, bon appetit.